All right, hello everybody. Welcome back to another edition of the Rock and Roll Geezer Show. Coming to you from the cave by the lake. Well, I'm not on the lake. That's my cave by the lake. As I've said before, I am a hermit, so I do enjoy inside here with my little mushroom. And yeah, we got a lot to talk about this week. Holy smokes! As always, a bunch of weird stuff. Got a new little duo from Quebec that we're going to be talking about here. Yeah, I know Canada. I know, but we'll nonetheless talk about it. And case in the courts that is really interesting. We're going to talk about. Talk about Dave Grohl. He's having trouble. And AI. Oh, what we got an update for you on our AI situation. And classical, lovely rocker. We got to say a few things about, and Sammy's up there, and maybe a few other things going on. But I'm your host, Murph. Like I say, I'm recording from my cave by the lake, and up there in Wayne's World, it'll be Doc Fox. What's going on up there, Doc? Hey.
Yeah, it's trying to decide if it's going to be spring yet or not, but I think it's coming tomorrow. We'll start getting decent spring-like weather consistently, I guess. But yes, sir, we got a decent batch of stories this week. I got to say, I'm going to enjoy talking about this. And the first one, not so much a story, just this new band that is overtaking my feed, my YouTube feed, just they're everywhere. I don't know, just because the algorithm is just, what? It's not so much that even. It's just, other videos, shows that I watch, everybody's talking about this band. Everybody.
Yeah. I saw Rick Beato.
Rick Beato's talking about it.
Yeah, people are freaking him out. But what are they? There they are, right there. By golly, yeah. Angine de Poitvin. There they are. You got the drummer on the left and this genius on the right. That's all I can say about these guys. Genius. This guy's he's a looper. He loops everything. That's why he's got a double neck guitar, 6-string, and a 4-string bass, and he'll lay down the bass track with the drum, then he'll go back to the guitar and start doing stuff, and on and on. And the most interesting thing, besides their weird looks and whatnot, their paper mache outfits, is he uses microtonal fretting on his guitar, which basically it's the notes between a regular guitar. They move all the frets down. Basically, yeah, they start with a fresh neck and just move all the frets down so you get the notes that are in between. And it is the most bizarre sounding stuff ever. King Wizard and the Lizard Gizzards are microtonal. They're from Australia. They're a wacky group, and they use microtonal guitars.
Yeah, they've been around for a little while.
Yeah. And it's so bizarre sounding, but they'll start out with a drum hitting one guitar, and then they just keep building and building, and pretty soon it's out of control. Honestly, it's just crazy. No vocals except for some weird electronic vocal stylings that pop in every now and then, but it just builds into some crazy stuff, very syncopated, just, it's repetitious for sure, because he's doing the same thing, but he keeps building different note structures that end up taking over from his original notes. It's just an amazing thing. What I did is if you want to check it out, I sent a video of them over to the Rock and Roll Geezers Facebook page. So if you're interested in what we're talking about with these guys, then you really should check them out, because they start out slow, but they end up being really wacky. And with the outfits, I'm just stunned with the guitarist looking through those little eye holes that he's got on his mask there, and he's the complexity of his pedal board, I'd love to see, because he's got to have obviously multiple loopers and just switching and just
Yeah,
insane stuff.
there's some video out there. I seen him working the foot pedals. Yeah, I seen
Yeah,
him
he works it
working
with
there.
his foot too. He
Yeah,
doesn't
yeah,
wear
yeah.
shoes. He uses
Right.
toes to turn knobs and stuff. But it's just amazing. It's just. I, what do you say, Doc? What do you know? I mean, just crazy
Yeah,
stuff.
these guys have been around for about 4 or 5 years, but just they have one album out. They got another one coming out. April Fool's Day, right? They got one coming out, right?
I
Is that
believe
right?
so. Yes,
I
they
think
do.
so. Yeah, and
Yeah.
they're what you consider math rock. I guess they're kind of the
Oh,
epitome
absolutely. It's
of that
insane.
math rock. Yeah,
The guy's a genius. He's a freaking genius. I mean, there's no way around it. He totally jazz influenced. I saw, I came across somewhat of a question and answer thing. They definitely jazz influence. He just and the stuff he's playing is so whack. How can they not be a phenomenon? Because it is just so out there. There's a whole different form of music at this point. Sort of, just like the mashups from Bill McConkle or whatever his name is. A whole new form of music. Here was the whole
yeah. It's
another whole new
nothing you're gonna
form.
hear on top 40 radio or anything like
Oh
that, man.
no,
But
but it really is something. It really is
it could be the future, man. I mean, it's kind of I mean,
microtonality, complex rhythms, and
yeah.
elements of math rock and progressive rock. And compositions that involve complex looping combined with performance art. You know, yeah, them paper mache things are really badass. And what's
In
really
in
what?
the past, I was just saying the past, I don't know, seemed like a decade or so, maybe a little longer. There's been a lot of duos coming out where there's just a drummer, guitar like Black Keys. Ever since Black Keys kind of they were well not the first, but obviously, but they kind of seem to start this
Black
trend.
keys,
Yeah,
black stripe, white stripe, black keys too. Oh, I
yeah,
thought.
White Stripes, another one that's a duo. Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
So
hey.
a lot of duos like that. So they're just
Oh,
not like you said. He'll lay down the bass line and then just loop it, and then just goes nuts.
it's
Yeah.
insane. They're just so he's so good. Playing those microtoned guitars are just it
And that
takes
is
a
not two different pictures. That's their set. Is like white
yes.
polka dots and black polka dots, and
Yes, it is. You betcha. Yeah.
everything.
And
Their feet, like I said, he's barefoot, but his feet are painted with white with black polka dots or whatever. Yeah,
yeah, the
it's
drummer looks through his mouth. His eyes are actually mouth
right.
level. But yeah, it's totally unique, totally unique. And I don't know. So you may dig it,
You
folks.
can't tell so much in this picture, but the guy's got like a foot and a half long nose.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the white this guy here, his
yeah,
nose won't budge, but the drummers flops up and down.
yeah.
It's just amusing, but they're really good. I mean, a drummer is top notch. They're both top notch. Just
How they came up with the idea for the costumes? They were playing their local venue, their local club or whatever that would have bands like them,
right.
and they had some kind of rule was you couldn't play 2 weeks in a row or something like that. So they came in costume the second week so that they could play 2 weeks in a row. Same guys, but this is a
Just great.
costume.
Totally
And
unique.
just took it from there. Now they got the little with the little gold triangle. That's their little
Yes.
symbol or whatever.
Yeah, they found a niche, and oh man, they should write it. And as a matter of fact, they're coming to the States.
If they could only think of a gimmick, if they could only.
Oh man, they've got the best one ever, isn't it? Isn't that
Do
amazing?
you know what their name translates to?
Oh no, I forgot. What is it?
Angina pectoris, basically chest pains. Like we have
Yes,
angina.
that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right on. That's why I like it so much because I've dealt with that crap. I need to talk to
You see those commercials back in the day all the time for angina, take an aspirin a day for angina or whatever.
Oh yeah, that's what I do. That's what I do. Yeah, they're coming. Well, of course, they're playing. They're all over Quebec, of course. Yeah, let me see where else. They're coming to the States at some point. Oh, they're going to the UK. Wow, London. They're all sold out. They're sold out
I can see
everywhere.
them spending a lot of time in Europe. Yeah, for sure.
Holy cow, these are all sold out. Everything's sold out. Sold out, sold out, sold out. Let me see. Where are they coming to the States? France, boy.
I bet they start bumping up some venues. I bet.
Yeah, they played.
They sold out all these places, and now they're really catching on. They had a performance like KEXP, which I don't know if
Right.
you've ever caught that, but they have a lot of alternative bands on there.
Well, that's the one I posted. That's the
Okay,
performance I
yeah.
posted on our
Well, that's the
Facebook
one
page.
that's kind of caught on. Yeah, that's the one
Yeah.
that everybody's been watching, everybody's seeing. So
Yeah, they got a couple over out in New York City in September that are already sold out. Washington, they're playing in Washington D.C. and then Philadelphia, and that's it though. But I have a feeling they're going to take off like a bat out of hell in the States. You watch. So people like crazy crap like this. People are they're hungry for something new. As far as I'm concerned. But yeah, how about them? And I won't even try to pronounce their names. Well, Kleck, the guy on drums, he's Kleck de Poitvin, and the guitar guy, KHN. There's no vowel in there. How can that be a name?
yeah, right, yeah.
Kin, I'll call him Kin de Poitvin. But yeah, I read somewhere where they were brothers, but I'm not gonna take. I'll take that with a grain of salt. But man, they really they really found themselves a niche, and they're really digging it, man. And I dig that. So, and if you're interested, like I said, go to our Facebook page, Rock and Roll Geezer Show, and I've got the 27-minute KEXP performance up there, and it's just crazy as heck. Speaking of crazy as heck, oh boy, where is he? There's AfroMan. Yes. He's a rapper, AfroMan. Yeah, he loves America. He loves our flag. Bless his heart. But this is a really interesting story, man. Old AfroMan. He won a lawsuit against the police. The police sued his ass. Let's start from the beginning. So he's sitting in his nice house, just kicking back, chilling.
He wasn't home.
Oh, he wasn't home at the time?
He wasn't home. His ex-wife and kids were home. He wasn't home.
And the cops broke down his door and invaded his house, looking for what? Human trafficking, or what was it? Human trafficking or something like that.
Yeah, he had a warrant for drug trafficking and kidnapping.
Kidnapping. Wow.
Apparently.
Holy cow. But yeah,
all
but he won a defamation lawsuit filed by 7 Ohio sheriff's deputies who sued him over music videos in which he used his own home security footage to mock the raid of their home because they didn't find anything. So yeah, he says, we did it, America. Yeah, we did it. Freedom of speech. Right on, right on. 51-year-old rapper says, and you betcha, right on. Yeah, you. This is so funny because I watched some of the songs that he put out. The pound cake. I believe that was the name of it. That's a funny
lemon
one.
pound cake. Yeah.
Lemon pound cake, yeah, because he got videos all over his house, and so he's got videos of the cops walking around, and a rather robust, jolly cop walks by his pound cake on the counter and just stops, and you can tell he's savoring. Oh, he wants that pound.
Well, he
cake.
walks by. They're doing their thing, and they're walking around the kitchen, and he sees it, and he does a double take. That's the funny part. He does a double take, looking at the pound cake.
That's what did it. Yeah,
So he does the song. It's in the style of the Drifters. Oh God, what's that song? Under the Boardwalk.
Yeah. Lemon pound cake.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. He could have made his own song for Christ's sakes, but no, he had that sort of
rap guys.
Yeah, that's all they. Yeah, you're right though. But and then of course in another video he aimed at the deputies' personal lives and called them crooked cops because of $400 that went missing in the raid. And who the hell are these cops? With all due respect, cops, that's freedom of speech. He's in his house using his videos. Nothing's lied at, and especially a video of them breaking down the front door. That's a good one. Yeah.
Well, the case was unlawful use of their likeness for commercial purposes. So. You kind of see it from that angle. They're in a video unwittingly and unknowingly. They're starring in a music video. But I guess
okay, yeah, maybe I don't know. In the public domain, I don't know. Maybe they can get in trouble there, but in a guy's own house, though, I imagine that's gotta pull some weight with the judges.
Well, they say when you're in public, you have no expectancy of privacy.
But at the same time, would they be allowed to use cops' videos from the public?
Right.
Maybe not, but when you're in your own home, hey man, all bets are off.
Yeah, apparently. Yeah,
And
they
then
ruined
one of
his
the other
family, so.
songs, "Will you help me repair my door?" Like that, man. He
Oh
really
yeah, they
crammed it.
bust the door right down. You can see
Oh,
the video. I don't know
oh
if you saw
yeah,
it. Yeah,
that's
yeah, they
great.
bust the door right down.
So he put it, yeah. So he's asking for help repairing his door, but
So
yeah,
apparently 7 officers sued them, and they lost, man.
they lost as well. They
AfroMan
should
won. You may remember AfroMan's big hit "Because I Got High."
because I got
If you don't, maybe it's because you got high.
uh, well put, well put. Yeah, But Afroman's lawyer, in closing arguments, he said that it was not unusual for artists engaged in social commentary to exaggerate. And then Robert Klingler, representing the deputies, said Afroman lied about the 7 brave deputy sheriffs for the past 3 years. Freedom of speech, man. I don't know what he lied about. Oh, because he's probably calling them whatever. But hey, you broke into my freaking house, jerks, you know?
Well, the thing is, I mean, something like that happens, you're kind of powerless, man. What are you going to do? You just got to kind of take it, and you know,
He had the power to respond at
that's
least.
it. So that's what he does. He puts out goofy songs, so he
He's
makes
a
goofy songs
responder.
about it.
Yeah. He's not a first. They were first responders. He was a second responder, and he responded back. And you know, sorry guys, but you broke in. It was he slammed down his door and come in, and you know, I wonder what the story would have been if they hadn't had any cameras. You know, what else would they have done? So I don't know. I don't know. I shouldn't say that, but
Well,
it is what it is. You know.
sure, he'll make a few bucks off of it, you know. And
Yeah.
quite honestly, we wouldn't be, Afro-Man's been out limelight for 30 years, man. I was like, well,
Yeah.
maybe not that long. When did that come out? 2000, maybe 25 years. I don't know.
I'll tell you what, who's making money, Doctoroni, and that would be Dave Grohl's therapist.
Boy, you got that right. Boy,
Holy
you got that
smoke!
right.
Headlines from People. I got this from the good people of People. It's a headline. Dave Grohl, quote, had to turn everything off, unquote, after admitting to affair, and says he's done over 430 therapy sessions. Let's see how that's working
In
out for
70
him.
weeks.
Let's see how that's working out for him. There he is. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, you're looking
Therapy's
good.
working great. Yeah.
Working out, yeah, it's working out great, man.
I go every day. I get
430. I don't get. I guess
That's
you hear
averaging
about
6+ a week. That's 6 times a week and doing 2 days once
what
in a
the
while.
hell
or
are
going
you
7
talking
days once in a
about?
while or something. I don't know.
After 2 hours, I'd be done. Yeah, good talking to you. Have a good life.
How much can you talk about, man?
Exactly. What the hell? What the who the hi the hair there? But yeah, he Dave
You and
Grohl.
I don't talk that much, man.
I swear to God.
430 hours and 70
Oh,
weeks, man. Oh my
my,
God.
that's insane. I call bullshit. When I got busted at PPG, and I had to go through that rehab thing,
Right.
and they you go to the thing and they say, okay, now you got to go to the AA and check out those meetings and all that stuff. That's your duty. And so I went to like the first one. And then after that, I just went to the bar because it's anonymous. They ain't gonna know. They ain't gonna know I wasn't there. Yeah. So yeah. So same thing here. Oh yeah, honey, I'm going to the therapist. Yeah, sure, Dave. Okay. Yeah, yeah. 6 times a week, sure. But yeah, what the hell can you talk about? After a couple of hours, I'd be out of. What the? Well, I don't know. Yeah, that's just a therapist, milking it.
Milking them.
Milking
It's
the
not
hell out
cheap.
of it.
All right, figure. I don't know. What's a therapist? I don't know. He's $250 an hour. I'm sure.
Oh,
he's
it's
paid.
got to
At
be a
least.
ton.
At least. So we'll say at $250 an hour. Man, that's like $1 million, dude, on therapy.
And just that, yeah, and he's still not, he still won't say if things have smoothed out with the family and
Well, that's what all it is. It's just showing. That he's making that big effort, man. He's going above and beyond to make that effort to show he's going to make it up to him. And at this point, it's punishment more than anything. I mean, come on. how much yeah, I'm going, honey. I'm going to the therapist. Yeah, I'm going.
Well, here's his statement. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame member also stayed mum on whether he's earned back his wife and family's trust. Again,
No, not for him to say, really.
encouraging people to look to the lyrics of Foo Fighters' new album. There you go.
There you go. It's all in there, man.
Gotta market that son of a bitch. And then, he says, I think they speak volumes, the lyrics. He says, maybe more than I can speak right now. There you go. There's a good angle to sell the album,
Yeah, sure.
The album will answer everything, no problem. Dave Grody. Oh,
Well,
man.
I was thinking about it. He has been going through a lot of stuff. I mean, it's not just just the infidelity.
Well,
but
Taylor.
Taylor Hawkins die.
His mom passed away. I think right before or after Taylor.
I don't know if he's holding any unresolved stuff from Cobain, or it's probably Courtney probably drove him to therapy alone.
He got to cut the coffee. He's out of his mind. He's a workaholic.
Right. Yeah.
He's a workaholic, and he's a coffee addict. You can't knock off the coffee. That's the problem. Coffee drinker, you can't say, hey, quit coffee for a couple of days. They'll go out of their freaking minds.
Right.
So he's in a tough spot there because I know he's a coffee addict.
It's just like in that stage in life too. We're kind of reflecting back on things. So I'm sure
Well, maybe some
430 sessions too. That's insane.
Little Nescafe, Dave. Yeah, 430 seconds. I'm sorry. No, wow. I don't get it. He just talks about his day or something, for an hour. I got up and I went and took a shower. Next session. I got up and I went and took a shower.
Oh, Doc, I seen this babe and man, I really wanted her, but
I held back.
Her, so yeah.
Oh man, I just find that you brought that up. The 430 sessions. That just seems just totally out of whack.
It's like almost like he's paying a penance. That's his penance for the infidelity.
Penance, one of my favorite words.
Got to go to therapy every day for the rest of his life.
Oh, mama. Well, there you go, Dave. Way to go, man. Jeez. Where is he? Let me see. Moving on. Let me move on here. Where is it? I like this picture. Oh, yeah, there she is. AI babe. AI. We talked about this story, and we finally got a resolution. Resolution, pretty much. This is from TechSpot. We talked about this. The guy who used 1,000 bots to stream AI songs has pled guilty in an $8 million fraud case. Wow. He faces a.
It could be as much as 10 million, 8 to 10 million. I don't know why it seems like they would be able to.
I read it was 12 million, and his cut was 8 million. That could be wrong, but that sounds like
Oh, okay.
it was 12 million, and then what he got after all the bullshit would be 8. But yeah, in a nutshell, a man charged with conning music services out of millions by uploading AI-generated music tracks and using an army of over 1,000 bots to repeatedly stream them has pleaded. They said pleaded. It should be I don't know. Pleaded. Okay, pleaded guilty to one count of conspiracy to commit wire fraud. He now faces 5 years in the pokey, in the hooskow, if you will. And
has why they call it the pokey.
And he's agreed to pay back 800 mil or 8 mil. So he must have it sitting around or something. Good for him. Yeah, Michael Smith. Yeah. And his co-conspirators.
Michael Smith sounds like an AI made-up name, man. Right?
Yes, it does. But he had co-conspirators. See, this is the first I heard about this. I thought he did this all by himself. But he's got co-conspirators. They ran a large-scale fraud scheme that artificially boosted the stream counts of AI-generated songs. And let me see. Hang on. Where's the quote? Let me see. They say Michael Smith generated thousands of fake songs using artificial intelligence and then streamed those fake songs billions of times. What do you mean fake? I can hear them. There's melody. There's lyrics. They ain't fake. They're
Right.
songs. They may be
Right.
produced by something, but they're actual songs. They're fake songs. Fake songs. No, they're not fake. They may be AI produced, but they're songs. They got
Good point, my
words
man.
and lyrics and melody and
Right.
so this U.S. Attorney Jay Clayton. That sounds just like a U.S. attorney. Hi, I'm Jay Clayton, and I'm gonna get these fake songs. Gosh, and he says, although the songs and listeners were fake, again, the songs weren't fake. The listeners were. The millions of dollars Smith stole was real. Millions of dollars in royalties that Smith diverted from real, deserving artists and rights holders. Smith's,
No, they're stealing it from the company, man. You're
yeah,
stealing from Spotify.
he used the system. Smith's brazen scheme is over as he stands convicted of a federal crime for his AI assisted fraud. Shut up, Jay Clayton, U.S. Attorney. Fake songs.
J. Howard Clayton. So
They're
you
not
should have
fake.
another, like a middle name.
That's odd. It's odd that he uses that fake because they're obviously
You're right.
songs.
Yeah, good
They're
call,
being
man.
played. People are listening to them. Well, it's all about the wording, Doc.
Yeah, initially, I guess he evaded, or they say the Code Spirit, they evaded the notice because they spread it. They had like 1,000 profiles. So it's not like they just put out like one, AI artist. They have all these songs. They have
Yeah.
like 1,000 profiles with all these different AI songs. And with the bots listen to them. But I talked about it at the time. See, they got greedy. They're going to win like, I don't know, 20 grand a month. They'd been fine. But no, they got to start going for millions. They're like on Office Space, man.
Boom! Oh, you beat me to it. I was just gonna say that.
Greedy,
hey, we got 300,000. Oh, oh, and the last part here. The Guardian notes that the case has put the spotlight on AI music generating service Suno, which has 2 million subscribers. According to the U.S. trade publication Billboard, Suno generates 7 million songs a day, which equates to a streamer's entire catalog of music every 2 weeks. So AI, man, here we go. Here comes the challenge now, the fight. We're starting now with all these. We'll have more AI fights going on. Gee, many creepers.
Well, not just. I mean, the bots aren't AI. The songs are AI, but the bots. I wonder if that isn't like a whole thing already. Like bots out there listening to legit artists. But the bots are just generating, and like we've talked about, you hardly make anything off being streamed on Spotify.
Right.
So how many times are they being streamed, man, to get into the millions? Yeah, see, they got greedy, man. They just did too much.
That's whack. So this guy, this cat, this AI dude, he played the system, but like you say, he got greedy. But
looking at the comments, nobody's mad at him. Everybody's like, "Yeah, right
sorry, hey, you used the technology of the day."
Yeah.
And and your technology allowed you to make all these bots, whether they like it or not. The technology was there to do it. So, then all the songs were not fake; they're real songs. They may be AI produced, but they're still real songs, and some of them may be good. Who knows? Some of them may be really good. So
I was messing around with AI the other night, and I was putting in some real specific, instructions and stuff to write a song. And it was pretty freaking good, dude. It was pretty good. But then I started messing with it, man, just to see if I could throw off AI. So I was asking questions like rock trivia questions, and then I would, beat it. So I can't remember what that. One of them was name of Chicago. Give me a list of Chicago-based rock bands that feature horns.
Okay.
They gave me Chicago, Ides of March, Earth, Wind, and Fire. I'm like, okay. I'm like, what about the Buckinghams? Oh, that's a very good one. Yeah,
You're teaching AI is what it amounts
to. Yeah, right.
Oh my gosh, Professor, I don't get this shit.
So the next person to ask them that, I'm sure they'll throw the Buckinghams on the list. But
yeah. Way to go, dude.
Several questions I was doing like that. I can't remember all of them.
Way to teach, man. Yeah. Jethro Tull had a song "Teacher" off of their benefit album, I think. Yeah. Anyway, freaking A, there you go. He did it. He played the system, but he's got to give his money back. And that blows. He may get a few years in the Hooskow. So he played the system, though. Doggone it.
I don't know why they call it the Hooskow. I know why they call it the Pokey. I don't know why they call it the Hooskow.
I think it's a German thing or something. Probably not German, but somewhere over there.
We'll have to
Probably
look that one up.
Iceland or something. I don't know. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, well, here we go. There's a cool story. I took this picture, Doc, because I don't want to see her lately. There's Leather
Oh, she looks
Tuscadero.
just fine here in her. She's got to be what in her 70s now. She looks
Yeah,
just
oh
fine,
boy,
man.
yeah,
She's
yeah.
aged quite well.
She did all right, but she needs to. Well, she's still wearing the full leather bodysuit on stage, and
She's leather
I'd rather
Tuscadero.
not. Yeah, but she'd rather. I guess I don't know. But there's Leather Tuscadero, aka Susie Quattro, sister of Michael Quattro. Yeah, yeah. At Michael Quattro, God, back in the day, he was a keyboardist and producer and stuff. And he did a version of Court of the Crimson King that was just crazy cool. I remember that about him. That's about it. But yeah, so here we go from the Mirror. Ah, this is a British tabloid or newspaper. Wow, headline: 70s rock legends unexpected celebration after passing her driving test at 75. Yep, you're right, mid 70s. Says here, legendary rock star and trailblazing musician Susie Quattro, who is 75, celebrated a huge milestone this week and called the Mirror first to tell us all about it. Wow, she actually called them.
Probably not. They just
What?
say that shit.
I don't know.
They called her. They say
I don't
they
know.
try to
How
make
would they
themselves
know?
sound
How would they
important.
know
Yeah.
if she didn't tell them though?
Well, they called her. But
Oh,
they found
she
out or
wanted a
whatever.
news cycle. Come on. But anyway, let's stop it now. Anyway, a rocker Susie Quattro has just passed her driving test at 75 and celebrated with champagne and a frozen pizza. Why are we hearing this? Here we go. On Tuesday, we revealed how Susie was taking her test that day after unwittingly driving illegally in the UK for decades on a U.S. license, having moved here at age 21 in 1971. Holy schmokums. She called the Mirror to tell us the good news. She said, I passed. I'm so pleased. It's such a relief. I got a couple of minors, nothing big. Honest to God, it's a joke. I'm 75. I've been driving since I was 16.
But you gotta have a license. We all have to have a license. What do you mean? What a joke! We all gotta have a license. Yeah, she thought when she went over there, it's like her license was like good forever. I guess
No,
she got a speeding thing. We
it,
talked about this, and we assumed she must have never got pulled over. But
she
go
says
on
she
to
got
other
pulled
yeah,
over,
yeah. She says she got tickets.
but at that point, I was guessing that she'd be that person in a 55 zone doing 54.
Right.
But if she got speeding tickets, what the hell? Come on, Bobbies. What's going on over there,
Right.
Bobbies? You're falling down on the job there.
Maybe it was she just whipped out the American license, and they just didn't know how to take it, and they just go ahead.
Move on, Governess.
Yeah.
Yes. Speaking from her home in Chelmsford, Essex. There you go. Oh, yes. Chelmsford, Essex. She shares with her husband, concert promoter Rainer Haas. She continues, my husband was so pleased. He sent messages all over the world to friends of ours. He's so proud. At 75, it's quite an achievement. What do you mean? You've been driving since you're 16. It's no achievement. It's like getting on a bicycle. It's like taking a breath. She sold 55 million records. Wow.
Dude, she was wildly popular over there, man. That's so crazy. She's nothing over here other than Leather Tuscadero. Nobody knew anything about her over here.
Wow.
She was wildly popular in the UK, man. It's crazy.
Oh boy, yeah. She took the test and she she took the test in Clacton-on-Sea. Where the hell that is? Clacton-on-Sea. I love these British names. They're the best.
You just see like the stuffy old British dude, is giving her the test,
Clacton-on-Sea.
Yeah.
Got the big beard and whatnot, Jeez, oh yeah. She added, I told the instructor I'm going to have a glass of champagne. You won't drive after that, will you? He joked. I will not. So there you go. Finally getting her license in England. What the hell? What really? Come on, people. Oh yeah, she celebrated with a glass of Moet and Chandon and a frozen pizza. I guess that's pretty important to know there, Doc.
Yeah,
Pretty good
yeah,
information on her part. Boy, oh boy,
maybe
oh.
I'll do the same in their honor, man. We'll have one.
That is wild, though, man. That's wild that she was able to drive that long. Man, oh man, oh man. I'm looking at, hey,
It's just wild that she never thought she needed a license that long. Is what blows my mind.
oh man. Yeah, but yeah, she found out that the U.S. license is only valid after 12 months after the holder enters the U.K. Wow.
But she
Good
was
for
going
her.
50 plus years. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, I guess, Boy, it's white privilege. It's rock privilege, actually, I imagine. The cop stops her for speeding or whatever, Susie Quattro.
Oh,
Yeah,
devil
yeah.
can drive. Yeah, I know you
Oh,
saw it.
can I have your autograph here? Thank you. You can autograph my ticket book for my child too. Oh yeah, so they let her off easy. So good for her. Way to go, Susie. Drive carefully. 1 car length per 10 miles an hour between you. Okay, right? Yeah. That right? Right? Yeah, yeah. Every 10 miles an hour is another car length. You got to stay behind them. That's how they get. I watch a lot of drug bust things on YouTube, and the people may be driving normally, but the cop will always say something, because they're always set up. You can tell that these people have been set up who've got the drugs. They stop them and say, "Oh, well, you were driving too close to that semi over there," because nobody thinks about the 1 car length per 10 miles an hour.
Yeah.
So all these crazy people, but I'm sure Susie will be great on the road. You know who else is great on the road, Doc? But he can't drive 55?
Yeah. I cannot.
That would be Sammy. Sammy, baby, where is he? There he is. There's Sammy. Yeah, yeah. He's got such a catalog of music. When you're out on tour, what do you do? How do you decide what you're going to play when you got that big of a catalog? And apparently, a fan got complaining enough so that Sammy actually responded. Yeah, yeah. He recently addressed the fans' criticism about his Vegas residency set lists. He responded to complaints about playing the same songs repeatedly in a statement shared on Instagram. Oh boy, oh boy. Yeah, the fan, he expressed love for the artist, but requested more variety in the song selection. So, oh man, and then Sammy was not happy. He must have been in a bad mood. He says, "Are you blind?"
Sammy's never in a bad mood, man.
Well, he starts out with, "Are you blind?" That's sort of.
Yeah. Little
we opened with
cantankerous.
we opened with "Mine All Mine" 2 nights last week. Hadn't been played since '88. Hagar responded.
Yeah, that is a deep cut. Yeah.
I've written our code, written 500 songs, and I play what I think most of the people want to hear. The rock veteran continued to explain his approach to set list curation. Now you curate set lists. I did not know that. So we're making up set lists now. So I'll have to tell Ron, hey, Ron, we got to curate the set list and the
Got
practical
some curation
challenges.
to be done. Yeah.
He says, I would spend my whole life rehearsing. If I tried to know every song I've ever written with my band, most people are pretty happy, and I am too. Whatever that means. We have 40 songs. That's a pretty good night of music there. That's what we play on a 4-hour set. We play 313s, yeah. We have 40 songs. We are playing with these 6 shows, 18 to 20 a night. Just saying, brother. I'll call him a brother at least, so it wasn't a total kiss my ass. But yeah, what do you do when you got that kind of a catalog? Gee, you're not going to be able to please everybody, Doc.
There you go. That's the basis of it, and also too. And I've said this before. I don't go for the rock stars corresponding this way with fans. No good can come from it. I mean, in this case, it was fair enough. He just kind of responded to it and didn't get nasty. And Sammy wouldn't get nasty. He's an older guy, but we've seen time and time again where it does, and then sparks fly and things happen. But it's better just to leave it alone. Just know that, hey, man,
Yeah. Well,
so what he does, it's like Springsteen. He does a different set every night. He's an hour or two before the show, he sits down and writes a new set, gives a set list to the guys. This is what we're playing.
Yeah, man.
You know?
Well, yeah, he does. Van Halen songs dominate the performance. Panama Pound Cake right now. Why can't this be love? When it's love, and of course his own stuff. One Way to Rock, heavy
Yeah.
metal,
Well, that was
Can't
the
Fly
case last time we
55,
saw him. Yeah.
and Chicken Foot, Soap on a Rope, Satch Boogie, Surfer with the. Yeah, that you just can't please everybody, I guess. But just the fact that he's still out there rocking hard is pretty cool.
Well,
And
this is
then,
all this is part of the residency out there in Vegas. So the guy's probably seen him multiple times. It sounds like, or he's
yeah,
maybe
yeah,
expecting to see a different show, every night. No, just because you want to see me multiple times, that's cool. But I'm not playing a whole different set every time you
for
come, man.
you, yeah.
Yeah, right.
Sorry about it, but yeah. And then he ends up being a homeless guy out on the street. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
out in Vegas. Yeah, while he's out there in Vegas. Yeah.
Gee, and the guy began recounting in vivid detail a Van Halen concert from 3 decades ago. Yeah, boy, oh boy. Well, here's your chance. Start do. What are you doing? I hate that people are even homeless. This is just crazy, especially veterans. It's just insane. Uh, uh, and he says, Sammy says, "What a beautiful, unique, soulful experience late last night with this homeless man in Las Vegas." He wrote. He called my name as I walked by. I was surprised, so I stopped to say hello and help him out with a little cash. There you go. The man told him he had attended the launch of Van Halen's 1995 Balance Tour, Pensacola,
An
Florida.
underrated album, by the way. You don't hear much of that album. I love that
No,
album.
do you? No.
Yeah, that's a great album.
Yeah, he told me that. He told me what I was wearing that night, things I said. Remember John Stewart introducing us? Yeah. So, boy, oh boy, man was intelligent, kind, spiritual, and elegant. We talked for a while, and it was an enlightening for me to realize how many people like him, families, etc., that just have become homeless. I can see it. I just don't know what to do about it. Yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah. It's such a problem. Guys with money though, you pull your money, and I don't.
How many rock stars are going to stop and talk to the guy, man? Other than
Yeah,
Sammy, Dave Grohl, maybe. Yeah,
yeah.
about it.
Dave's good at talking. We found that. Man, oh
He'll
man.
start unloading on the homeless dude like he's his therapist and stuff.
Okay. Okay, that's it. Yeah. Oh man, these crazy stars. Like I say, we never know what's going to come up in the week, and things are already looking good for next week, for crying out loud. Yeah, we'll probably have Moby. Probably put Moby on the list. Got to talk about him. All sorts of stuff coming up. This is a good one, man. And yeah, it's going to be, I think, 72 or something on Thursday. So and then it's going to drop back down to 40
There's going to
on
be 40 on
Friday.
Saturday. I saw
40
that
on Friday. Yeah, yeah. So the weather's really going nuts with us here, folks. So I'm going to stay in my cave. There we go. Nice and comfortable. So anyway, have a good one, and we'll see you next week. And why don't you take us home there, Doc?
Yeah, pretty decent show. I like the stories this week. Like I said, starting off not talking about a story so much, but check out that band. They are worth checking out for sure, man. There's something different for sure. So yeah, we'll see what else goes on. AfroMan. I'm sure that story's over though. We won't hear any more about that, but we shall see. And whatever it is, we'll talk about it. I hope you'll join us. Till then, have a great rock and roll filled week, everybody.